107.5 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests.
Start bench drop, Georgia, Miami, Penn State, second place vote getters based on the coaches poll. And yet, again, some of the irony here, Georgia may be favored in every game they play since Alabama and Texas both will be at Sanford Stadium. Miami's a top 10 team. Penn State getting a lot of national title love from a lot of folks. I think all these teams are good. Miami, again, might be a little bit too high, and I certainly think that Miami is the second best team in the ACC. I think Clemson is considerably farther along than Miami is, and I don't even know.
They're in two different stratospheres to me.
SMU, I think, is 15th or 16th in the poll. I feel like SMU is going to be one of those teams that's not ranked at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think they'll regress a little bit.
But does North Carolina make a move? How good is Virginia Tech? We're going to see when they play Carolina.
Honestly, I think out of North Carolina, SMU, Virginia Tech has the higher ceiling.
And yet they open with two SEC schools, neutral and home. So they want a little revenge on Virginia Tech, or on Vanderbilt, excuse me. And they're going to want to beat Shane Beamer.
They absolutely are. I mean, if you look at it, Preston and I talked about it at some point this week. If you're Virginia Tech and you're looking at this game, or your first two games of the season, the opportunity you have, like those are college football playoff resume builders. Now, you never thought you'd hear somebody refer to a Vanderbilt game like that, but if you go 2-0 against the SEC and then you end up participating in your league title game and you lose to a team like Clemson, who, let's just say Clemson in theory has one or two losses, then maybe you put yourself in a position where you are in consideration at that point.
I agree with you. I'll be stunned is too strong, but I'll pull down 1 degree or so from stunned. But so whatever that is, I'll be that if Clemson isn't 8-0 in the ACC. Today it was announced that the NCAA's power conferences, Southeastern Conference, Big Ten, Big 12, ACC, will have more power, but not necessarily as much as they wanted. They will still need approval from each power conference to make major changes, or they could find a way to lobby a couple of smaller conferences to help them out. The SEC and the other 3 conferences had been pushing to receive 17% voting share or voting block share on the new board of directors, which is shrinking in size from like 24 to 13 or something like that, which is good. They've also reduced the number of committees at the NCAA level. They've boosted student participation, which is good.
Sounds like those lunches were getting expensive.
Yeah. But instead of 17%, and if you're wondering why 17%, because at 17%, if 3 of the 4 power conferences had voted for something and everyone else voted no, you're at 51%. But instead, they were given 16.1%, meaning you still got to have either unanimity amongst the 4 of you or, again, bring someone else into the fold. Primarily, the board deals with, according to this AP report, finances, litigation, and infractions unrelated to the conditions that were set in the new House settlement.